Good morning children, welcome to today's class. As you know, we are dealing with the revision of chapter 1 to 5. So here we are coming to chapter number 2. In this, the chapter's name is whole numbers. In this, the topic is predecessor and successor. You have already studied this predecessor and successor from class 3 onwards you are studying. Predecessor means the number coming before. How you will get that number? By doing minus 1. And successor means coming after. How you will get that? By doing plus 1. For example, we are taking number 49. How you will get the predecessor? By doing minus 1. That is 49 minus 1 is 48. Okay. How you will get the successor? By doing plus 1. So 49 plus 1, 50 is the successor of 49. But if you are taking the number 0, 0 predecessor is minus 1, that is integer you will get minus 1. And successor you will get plus 1, that is total positive 1. Now this is the integers. You might not have studied till now, you will be having this chapter later. But this is not a natural number, or you can say this is not a whole number. It is only the integer. So you can say every number or every whole number will not have the predecessor as the whole number. It can be an integer also. As you are having here, 0 is not having the whole number as the predecessor. It is having the integer because it is a negative number. Positive numbers, of course, successor will be positive only. And minus 1 will have the successor as 0. It will be positive, or you can say it is the whole number. So, as a whole or the total, you just have to understand that predecessor, for finding predecessor you are doing minus 1, and for finding successor you are doing plus 1. This minus and plus you are doing from class 1 onwards. Everyone can do. For greater numbers means for 4-digit numbers, 5-digit numbers, class 2, class 3 onwards you are doing. So that much I think everyone can do. Chapter has already been completed. This is just a revision. So predecessor we are getting by doing minus 1 and successor we are getting by doing plus 1. Now here are some questions given in your textbook. As try these. Try these questions. Sometimes you might not writing in your notebook, but these are necessary also to understand, and sometimes these questions are coming in competitive exams also. And sometimes I may ask you in the class also, and you must know this. What are that? Are all natural numbers also a whole number? Are all natural numbers also the whole numbers? Starting from the first whole natural number. This is the first smallest natural number. The smallest natural number is 1. Is this 1 also a whole number? Yes, it is a whole number. So yes, all the natural numbers are whole numbers. So you will write here, yes, all natural numbers. The smallest natural number is the 1, and that is a whole number also. So your answer is yes. Now coming to the next question. Are all whole numbers also the natural number? Which is the smallest whole number? The smallest whole number is 0. Now is this 0 also a natural number? This 0 is not a natural number. It is only the whole number, but it is not a natural number. You have already studied these natural numbers and whole numbers in previous class. So this 0 is the whole number, but it is not a natural number. So you will write no. All the whole numbers are not natural numbers. After that, starting from 1 onwards, it is of course natural numbers, but 0 is not the natural number. So you will write here no. Now, next question. Just now I have said here, which is the smallest whole number? Which is the smallest whole number? Written here. The smallest whole number is 0. So the smallest whole number is 0. So predecessor by doing minus 1, successor by doing plus 1. These are try this question. Some questions given in try this box for finding successor, predecessor, that also you do practice. Now next topic is number line. Number line means a line over which all the numbers are coming. The starting center actually is the 0. As we are studying only the whole numbers, we are starting from 0 because 0 is the smallest whole number. The left side is negative numbers. We are not going to that. So starting from 0, and the right side numbers are all the whole numbers. So like this, all the numbers coming on the line, it is called as a number line. Now, as you have already studied this, just repeating for doing addition. Smaller numbers addition, subtraction, multiplication, everyone is knowing how we are doing simply. But if you are asked to do that on the number line, how you are going to do that? 3 plus 4 is 7, everyone is knowing. But on the number line, how you are going to do that? 3. So first we will take the starting number 3. Starting number 3 you are taking. Now addition 4. So 4 times you have to go. So this is one time, this is second time, this is the third time, and this is the fourth time. So after going 4 times, to where you are reaching? We are reaching to 7. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Understood this? Starting from the number 3 and going 4 times. After going 4 times, we are reaching up to 7. So 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. Now in the same way we are doing the subtraction. Subtraction is 7 minus 5 is equals to 2. This everyone is knowing. Now on the number line, how we are going to do that? So first we are taking the starting number 7. Now as we are doing subtraction, definitely we are going to get the lesser number, smaller than this 7. So we are going to go to the left side. So going 5 times. This is one time, this is second time, third time, this is fourth time, and this is the fifth time. After going 5 times, we are reaching to the number 2. So the number 7 minus 5 is equals to 2. That is subtraction on the number line. Now simple and the similar way is for the multiplication. Multiplication of 2 into 3 is equals to 6. Means the group of 2 you will take 3 times. So group of 2 you are taking 3 times. So this is the group of 2. This is the group of 2 and this is the group of 2. After taking group of 2 to 3 times, we are reaching up to 6. So 2 into 3 is equals to 6. 0 we are not taking. Starting from 1 onwards. Starting from 1 onwards. Group of 2 to 1 and 2 1 group. 3 and 4 1 group. And 5 and 6 1 group. So group of 2 to 3 times we are taking. So 2 into 3 is 6. This is multiplication on the number line. Division cannot be done on number line. So this much completed for number line. Coming to the properties of these whole numbers. Properties you have already studied. This is just a revision. First property is closure property. Closure means what? Means these whole numbers are closed. Closed for addition and multiplication. And they are not closed for subtraction and division. See how. Like 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. 2 is a whole number. 3 is a whole number. 5 is also a whole number. 2 into 3 is 6. 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number, 6 is also a whole number. So for addition and for multiplication, it is closed. And for subtraction and division, if we say 2 minus 3 is minus 1. This minus 1 is not a whole number, it is an integer. So it is not closed. Not, and this is closed. Closed, and this is not closed. And division, if we say 2 by 3, 2 divided by 3, it cannot be done. So it is just an irrational number. You will keep like this. So 2 by 3. So it is not possible to divide and you will not get a whole number. So it is not closed. So you will say that whole numbers are closed for addition and multiplication and it is not closed for subtraction and division. This is called as closure property. Next coming to commutative property. Like 2 plus 3. You can also write it as 3 plus 2. Means if you change the order. Means the second number writing at the first position and the first number writing at the second position. If you are changing the position of the numbers, answer will not change. Because this is giving you 5 and this is also giving you 5. Both are equal. So this is called as commutative property. Means if you change the position of the numbers, the result will not change. It is called as commutative property for the whole numbers. Next coming the associative property. For associative property, just keep in mind that here brackets are used. Like 2 plus 3 plus 4 written in one bracket. It will equal to, now 2 plus 3 you will take in one bracket and 4 will be alone. Like here the bracket is in the next two numbers and here the bracket is in first two numbers. Here if you do 2 plus it is 7, answer will be 9, and here 5 plus 4, here also answer is 9. Answer we are getting same. Means if you change the position of the brackets, only brackets will be taken from the first two to the next two position, the result will be similar. That is called as associative property. Means change of the brackets is called as associative property. Next coming the distributive property. It is the most important property which will be helpful for solving various types of questions. Now distributive property generally for multiplication over the addition. Like first I will take the alphabets A into B plus C. It is equals to A into B plus A into C. Means outside term, this A. Outside term will be multiplied to each term inside the bracket. Means first it will be multiplied to the first term, then this sign will be here in between, then again this first term or the outside term will be multiplied to the second term of the bracket. For example, 2 into 3 plus 4. Suppose I take, it will be 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4. That is 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. 8 and 6, 14. And suppose I will do in this way, 2 into 7. That is also 14. 14 and 14 equal. So this is called as distributive property. The outside term will be multiplied to each term inside the bracket. It is the most important property and it will be useful in various types of questions. Like just now I told you that distributive property is the most useful property which you are going to use in most of the questions. So here are some questions in which you are going to use the distributive property. Now here I am telling how to use that distributive property. Now here the question is actually to do some kind of arrangement to make it easy. Otherwise you can just multiply this number, then multiply this number and then do the addition. You can get the answer. But little bit if you can make it easy, it will be most beneficial for you. So what we are doing? This number and this number is coming on both the sides. Means after plus is the bifurcating, means to make it different, separate. The plus is there. So out of this we can take out 5, 4, 2, 7, 9. 54,279 we are taking out as common. Then multiplication. Then in bracket 92 plus 8 will come. Okay, this 92 and 8 is remaining, so that we are writing in the bracket. Here the reason you will write down distributive property. Then 92 plus 8 is 100. Multiplication by 1 will give you the same number and 2 zeros. So 2 zeros, this is your answer. So easily we got this answer. Otherwise you could have multiplied these two separately, which would take the time. Then again addition, it will again take the time. Just easier than that, using the distributive property, very easily we got this answer. This is the use of distributive property. Now this is the one way of using distributive property. Here we are going to use the same property in a different way. How we are going to use that? Either you can use the distributive property here, 1005, or this is 168. Where will you use this distributive property? We can just separate this 1005 or else 168. 168, if you are doing 100 plus 68, multiplication by 68 again you have to do. Better than that, if you separate 1005, 1000 separate and 5 separate. Table of 5 very easily you can multiply, and 1000 just 3 zeros you have to put. So we will separate this 1005. So we will write down 1000 plus 5 in one bracket and multiplied by 168. Now using distributive property. So this 1000 multiplied by 168, then plus 5 into 168. Reason you will write down distributive property. Now multiply. It is 168 and 3 zeros will come, plus multiplication of 5 easily you can do. 5 8s are 40, 0 4, 5 6 are 30, 34, 3, 5 1 5, 6 7 8, 840. So 168, 840. This is your answer. So easily and quickly you got this answer. So this is the use of distributive property. In the same way you are going to do the further two questions are given here. 854 multiplied by 102. We cannot do this easily. 102 we can do easily just like this 1005. So you are multiplying 854 multiplied by 100 plus 2. So it is just the arrangement we have written here. So here you will not give the reason. Reason you will give in the next step. Multiplied by 100 plus again 854 multiplied by 2. Here you are separated. So here you will give the reason distributive property. Now multiply 854 and 2 zeros will come, plus multiplication by 2 easily we can do. So 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 0, 1, 8 2s are 16 and 1 17. So 8 0, 7 and 4, 11, 1 1, 6 and 1 7, 8. Is it correct? 8 0, 7 and 4, 11, 1 1, 5 6 7 and 1 8. This is correct. So this is your answer. Easily we got this answer just by bifurcating this 102 as 100 plus 2 and then using the distributive property. Similar way you can do here. It is 25 and this is 824. How we can do this? This 25, 824 into 20 plus 5 we can do. Here you are not getting any 10, 100, 1000 like that. You are not getting here because it is not 100, 102 or 1001, 1002. So just we have done 20 plus 5. Now table of 2 all can multiply and table of 5 also all can multiply. So 824 into 20 and plus 824 into 5. Here you will write down the reason distributive property. Now multiply this 0, it will be like that only. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 8 2s are 16 and 1 0 will come here. Then table of 5. 5 4s are 20, 0 2, 5 2s are 10, 12, 2 1, 8 5s are 40, 41. 5 4s are 20, 0 2, 2 5s are 10, 11, 12, 2 1, 40, 41. Now add these two. 0, 0, 5, 6, 10, 0, 2. So this is your answer. It is not any 100,000 anything you are not getting, but it is getting 20. Table of 2 you can multiply. Table of 5 also we can multiply. So in this way we have got. So this is the use of distributive property. In this way we have completed the revision of chapter 2. Do your practice. If you are having any kind of doubt, through school's website you can clear your doubts. I'll be clearing it. Thank you for today's class.